Joining us now to discuss what could come next is Lawrence Levy, Executive Dean of Hofstra University's National Center for Suburban Studies, but also spent many years as a journalist covering politics for Newsday. Hello, good to see you.
Good to see you. Good morning.
First, what was your reaction to the ethics report? Were there any surprises in the scope of what George Santos is accused of doing?
Not really surprises. And when you think about it, the report, for all its titillating new detail that goes beyond distortions and lies to actual illegalities, nothing really changes. He was never going to be the Republican candidate. If he was going to lose. So the question is, what are the bigger political implications here? And one thing that Republicans have been worried about is that this would blow back on them in the next election. Would voters hold the party and its candidates perhaps on Long Island, which has outsized importance because the margins in Congress are so close? We won't know the answer to that, but the Republicans at least feel that if Santos is gone from the scene, and that's why they've basically been leading the charge to expel him, his own Republican colleagues on Long Island, if Santos is gone from the scene, that he'll be less of a talking point or less power as a talking point for Democrats in the next election.
If there is another move to expel him from the House, can you take us through that process?
Sure. Now, Democrats actually, Jamie Raskin, for example, who was part of the Trump impeachment process for Democrats, had been holding back because he was a guy who favored due process and he wanted to see the results of the report. But he has come out and said that he will vote to expel. A number of Republicans have now said. So it almost looks like a foregone conclusion that Santos will be expelled. If he is expelled, again, these are all if situations. Governor Hochul will call a special election. She can appoint anybody she wants, probably in consultation with party leaders in Washington and in New York. And then we'll have a special election to temporarily fill the seat. And 2024, there'll probably be primaries among the Democrats and Republicans for a rare open seat in a competitive district. And in November 2024, we'll have a new member of Congress.
Any indication who might be in the running?
Well, Tom Suozzi, who was a former county executive and, of course, member of Congress who left his seat to run for governor, has already thrown his proverbial hat in the ring. And there are others on both the Democrat and Republican side. Former Senator, State Senator Anna Kaplan is another one on the Democratic side. So it could be a bit of a free-for-all. We have to wait and see what happens with the redistricting. There's a case with the New York State Court of Appeals to decide whether the Democrats, whether the state itself can redraw the lines. And, the Democrats are going to want to use their supermajorities to make sure that these are more favorable districts to them.
Hofstra University Executive Dean Lawrence Levy, thanks so much for being with us this morning. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me. Never take it for granted.